Good morning all. Coming to the syllabus, in first module we are mainly dealing about hydrologic cycle, precipitation and its measurement, then infiltration and evaporation. Coming to hydrology, what is hydrology? Hydrology is a science that deals the study of water on the surface of earth and beneath the surface of earth, the occurrence and movement of water, physical and chemical properties of water and its relationship with living and material components of the environment. Next is hydrological cycle. Before going to hydrological cycle, we'll discuss what is water cycle that you have studied earlier. Water cycle shows the continuous movement of water within the earth and atmosphere. Normally, it is taught as a simple circular cycle of evaporation, condensation and precipitation. That is, liquid water evaporates into water vapor, condenses to form clouds and precipitate back to the earth in the form of rain and snow. With the help of this figure, I will elaborate the hydrological cycle. From this figure, it is clear that water from oceans and lakes is evaporated into atmosphere. The vapor is condensed and falls on the earth as precipitation. Some amount of precipitation is directly falls on the ocean and some on the land surface. The portion of precipitation falls on the rivers and lakes finally reaches to the ocean. Next, we will consider what happens to precipitation falls on the surface of earth. A portion of that is retained temporarily on the soil and some surface depressions and on vegetations and on other objects until it is returned to atmosphere by evaporation and transpiration. We all know the term evaporation. Then what is transpiration? There is a term like evapotranspiration. Forget about it. First we will discuss what is transpiration. Transpiration is loss of water from plants in the form of water vapors. Then what will be evapotranspiration? It is a combined term which simply represents the process by which water is transferred from land to atmosphere by evaporation from soil and other surface and by transpiration from plants. Next is infiltration. That is a portion of precipitation reaching on the ground percolate into the ground and is called infiltration. What happens to infiltrated water? Some amount is retained on the ground surface by capillary action and ultimately it evaporates to atmosphere. Another portion is used by vegetations and returned to atmosphere by transpiration. Some portion it's percolate deep into the ground and finally joins the water table as groundwater. Some portion of groundwater find the way to the stream as groundwater flow and another portion may drain to the ocean directly. The remaining small portion may percolate great depth and appear at distant places as springs, artesian wells and geysers. Then there is a term runoff. A large portion of precipitation left after the infiltration flows over the ground into a stream as surface runoff. Then one more term is there, it is not here in this picture, that is interception. A part of precipitation is intercepted by the trees and other obstruction. It does not reach the ground and is ultimately evaporated. That is called interception. So this is all these components constitute the hydrological cycle. Next is precipitation, water that falls to earth in any form, that is in the form of rain, snow, sleet or hail. We can call all moisture that reaches the earth's surface in liquid or solid form due to condensation as precipitation. First, different forms of precipitation. First one, it is drizzle. What is drizzle? It's the precipitation occur in the form of fine sprinkle of very small drops. Okay, then the diameter of the drops varies from 0.1 to 0.5 mm, and the intensity of rainfall, it is 0.1 centimeter per hour. Then next term, it is rain. It is in the form of large water drops, the diameter larger than 0.5 mm but less than 6 mm. Then another one, it is snow. Snow is the fall in the form of ice crystals. So this is snow will be like this. It's in the form of ice crystals. Then next one, hail. It's a ball like, that is irregular lumps of ice. Then the diameter, it is 5 mm or more. Then another one, it is type, it is glaze. It's a form of precipitation which follows rain first, okay, and then freezes when striking the ground. Okay, normally it follows rain and then it freezes. Then another one, it is sleet. It is a precipitation in the form of melting snow. It is a mixture of snow and rain. It's a combination of snow and rain, and diameter, it is 1 mm to 4 mm. Snow is also known as small hail. Its diameter is less than hail, so it is called small hail. Next is type of precipitation. We can classify the precipitation into three, that is convectional precipitation, orographic precipitation, and cyclonic precipitation. Cyclonic precipitation is again classified into frontal precipitation and non-frontal precipitation. So first one, it is convectional precipitation. We all know what is convection. It occurs due to heating of the air. The air close to the earth's surface get heated and its density decreases. So what will happen if density decreases? It will start moving upward direction and it gets cooled at a rate of 1 degree per 100 meter, and then forms a cloud and it precipitates. So this type of precipitation, it is called convectional precipitation. The next one, it is orographic precipitation. From the word orography, we can understand that it is something related to mountain. So consider due to heat, due to sun, water starts evaporating. Consider there is a prevailing wind in this direction. So the moisture containing wind is forced to move along this direction, so not to cross the mountain. So when it's move upward direction, air starts condensing, and when it reaches a particular height, the clouds are formed and it starts precipitating. That type of precipitation is called orographic precipitation, and this side it is called windward side, and other side it is called leeward side. That is, wind is blowing in this direction, so this side it is called windward side and this is called leeward side. And the leeward side is also known as rain shadow area, because on this side only there will be rain. This side there won't be any rain, so this area it is called rain shadow. Then next, coming to cyclonic precipitation. Before going to cyclonic precipitation, we will define a term that is called frontal surface. That is a surface separating the warm air mass and cold air mass. It is called a frontal surface, or simply a front. Okay, we can classify that into two, that is a warm front and cold front. So we'll first look into what is a frontal surface. That is, consider this is a cold air and this is a warm air. The surface separating the cold air and warm air, it is called front. Okay, then coming to warm front and cold front. First we will discuss a cold front precipitation. In cold front precipitation, the cold air is advancing. So this represents the cold air, the red color represents the warm air. So this is a direction of front, that is, cold air is advancing in this direction. So the warm air is forced to move upward direction. Due to that one, the precipitation occurs. It is called cold front precipitation. It occurs on a small area. Okay. I'll explain once more. That is, this is the direction of cold air and the warm air is forced to move upward direction. Due to that one, there will be a precipitation. It occurs on a small area. That type of precipitation, it is called cold front precipitation. Next one, it is warm front precipitation. So warm front means which wind will be advancing? Yes, the warm air will be advancing towards a stationary wedge of cold air. So in this case, the precipitation occurs a large area. That type of precipitation, it is called warm front precipitation. That is, warm air is advancing this direction and it is moving upward, and due to that one, the rainfall occurs over a large area. That is called warm front precipitation. Next one, it is non-frontal precipitation. Non-frontal precipitation occurs when there is a low pressure caused in any region. If consider this is a low pressure area, the air from an adjacent high pressure area flows into the low pressure area. Because of that one, the lifting of air at the low pressure area to high altitudes, which it cools down and results in condensation and precipitation. That type of precipitation, it is called non-frontal precipitation.